Sometimes it starts in the quietest way. You're brushing your teeth at night, staring at the sink, and suddenly a conversation from earlier pops back in. Something you said. Something they said. Your mind rewinds it, line by line. You're not upset exactly. Just pulled back into it. And you wonder why a moment that already passed still feels unfinished. Why does your mind keep replaying conversations, even when nothing obviously went wrong? What you might be noticing is a very human habit, replaying conversations as a way to look for safety and clarity after the moment is already over. In this video, I'll slow that down and explain why it happens, and what it's quietly trying to do for you. Replaying conversations is when your mind goes back to something that was already said or done, not to enjoy it, but to recheck it. You listen again for tone. You scan for meaning. You look for anything you might have missed, even if the interaction seemed fine on the surface. One common reason is that your mind is trying to finish something that felt slightly unclear. Not every conversation ends with a clean sense of closure. Sometimes there's a pause, a neutral response, or a reaction you couldn't fully read. Your brain doesn't like open loops. So later, when things are quiet, it brings the moment back and tries to complete it. You replay the words, imagine different responses, or wonder what the other person really meant. It's not about drama. It's about your mind wanting the situation to feel settled, even if it already is. For a lot of people, it starts when they care about how they come across. If being thoughtful, kind, or respectful matters to you, your mind may double-check conversations to make sure you didn't cross an invisible line. You might replay a joke to see if it landed the wrong way, or revisit a comment to make sure it didn't sound sharp. Over time, this turns into a habit. After the moment passes, your mind reviews it like a quiet audit. Not because you did something wrong, but because you want to be understood accurately. There's also a quieter reason that often sits underneath. Your mind learned that small moments can have bigger consequences. Maybe once, a casual comment was misunderstood, or a tone you didn't notice at the time caused tension later. When that happens, your brain stores the memory as a warning. So now, even neutral conversations get replayed, just in case. It's your mind saying, let's make sure this one is safe. The replay isn't about the present moment as much as it is about preventing an old discomfort from happening again. Picture this. It's late evening, maybe around 10:30. You're sitting on your bed with your phone, scrolling without really paying attention. Earlier today, you had a short conversation with someone you know well. Nothing heavy. Just a few exchanged sentences. They responded normally. No conflict. No tension. But now, your mind pulls it back up. You replay how you started the conversation. Then how they replied. You notice a word you hadn't focused on before. You wonder if your tone sounded off. Your chest feels slightly tight, not panicked, just alert. You tell yourself it's probably fine, but the replay keeps going anyway. If you've been there, you're not strange. You might know someone who lives like this. This is what replaying conversations can look like when it's quiet. It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels unfinished, like a tab your mind forgot to close. What's interesting is that this habit isn't always about self-criticism. Often, it's about care. Care about connection. Care about being fair. Care about not causing harm. The mind just doesn't always know when to stop checking. When this shows up, one gentle thing you can try is narrowing the replay instead of fighting it. Instead of replaying the entire conversation, pause and ask one simple question: what exact part am I stuck on? Not the whole interaction. Just the one sentence or moment your mind keeps circling. Then name one plain fact about it. For example, they answered my question, or nothing changed between us afterward. This works because it gives your mind a concrete endpoint. It doesn't erase the replay, but it can shorten the loop. Another quiet approach is to notice when the replay starts and gently ground it in the present. You might feel the urge to go back over the conversation while doing something routine, washing dishes, lying in bed, walking to your car. When you notice it, try anchoring to one physical detail around you. The temperature of the water. The sound in the room. The feel of the floor under your feet. This isn't about distraction. It's about reminding your mind that the moment it's reviewing is already over, and you're safe where you are now. But there's one detail people often miss. Replaying conversations doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. It usually means your mind is looking for reassurance in moments that matter to you. It's a sign that you're attentive, not broken. The habit just tends to show up more when you're tired, overstimulated, or carrying a lot quietly. So if you notice yourself replaying conversations, it may not mean you said the wrong thing. It may mean your mind is trying to protect connection the only way it knows how, by checking, reviewing, and checking again. This is for people who look fine on the outside, but keep revisiting moments in their head long after they pass. Sometimes, understanding that pattern is enough to let the replay soften on its own. And when it doesn't, at least now you know what it's doing, and why it shows up when things finally get quiet.